Hey, good evening, everybody. Or probably right now just Hodge while everyone else tunes in. It's I, the man of shoes. We're switching it up this week. Lee and I are getting ready to do a what's sure to be lovely and fun. Keyword on fun. A race around Auto Club Speedway, aka Fontana, in the IndyCars. What's the worst that could happen? Probably total death. Probably entering the pits. So, without further ado, I'll unmute myself. You probably hear the soothing voice of Hodge there as well.
Sound resumed.
Alright, kids, you're all on candid camera. Well, your voices are. There's Lee. So, just changing the stream title at the moment. We have 100 laps around this glorious 2-mile
So
over.
Hodge gets to hear my beautiful voice twice.
Okay, I'll just mute the stream. Just want to see.
I'm just gonna talk about you when the stream's on, Hodge. You won't be able to hear me.
Exactly.
I should get my pre-screen stream off there. There we
You
go.
on YouTube?
Yes.
Shouldn't it be ShoeTube?
YouTube.
Oh, jeez. You know, I know you have an over-under on the number of vapes. I think the real over-under for this race is how many different words my name can be turned into. Where are you on track, Lee?
Going into turn 1.
So how far can we go in the tank?
I don't know. I think dialing back and just saving fuel while in the slipstream is going to be the way to go in this. Yeah, I wish I would have looked at how many laps I did before I left that other session.
That was way too late to go into the pits. Okay, Lee, wave as you go by.
Does that count?
What did you do?
I went into the grass.
Okay, you can do that too. I need to. I just remember when I set my weight jacker control to what my fuel mixture control was.
Well, that's going to get confusing. Which wheel do you have?
T150.
Does it have the D-pad?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I use. Fuel is up and down, weight jackers left or right.
That's what mine is now.
I'm so glad I put padding on the TSPC Racer. Because Jesus Christ, this thing would be cutting me right now.
Are you on the what trioval? Where are you?
Yeah, try, we'll just cross the finish line.
Do you want to back off?
No, I hate
shot.
that guy.
Hi, back off.
He knows it's not true, if he actually was watching, which he's not. Because he don't give a fuck.
That's true. Now I want to see how far I can turn the fuel down. By the way, you said you were in position 1. The reason I wasn't catching you is position 1 is the highest.
Hmm?
When you were slowing down,
Well,
so I could
whatever
catch
the
up to you.
lowest one is what I meant.
Let's see what it is on the oval. It is. That's still 8. I've got it to 1 until I catch up to you. And right now I'm in turn 2. I see you now.
Might not have to pit at this pace.
You're playing the very long strategy game? Okay, you can speed up. Are you on 1 or?
No, well, yeah, whatever the max is. Why do they have it reversed like that?
I don't know. I'm on 3 now.
I think I was on, like, 3 down when I was behind you earlier. But there were 2 cars. It was you and somebody else. I'm just gonna run normal lines.
That was fun.
What?
I got onto the apron.
Don't do that.
I did it again!
Stop it! There's a lot of track shimming, you don't have to use that. I mean, this track's as wide as a modern F1 road course. Or street course, rather.
Bump drop.
You still have your fuel down.
Oh no, it's all the way up.
I hope so.
I tried to go under the apron and spin it, it wouldn't spin.
Let's watch this failure. Oh, well, that's annoying.
I didn't even see how many people were going to be in this session.
Oh, I think it's going to be a ton. Last time I looked it was 9. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, not at all.
The beauty of this is, if I do it right, my I rating should go up, and my safety rating on the road.
I don't know. Is there enough people to make that official?
Yeah, it needs. You need normally 5 people to make a race official.
Oh, okay,
Fuck,
cool.
we should all just get in.
Yeah, I mean,
We should do radicals or something.
Yeah, there's 5 enough. There's enough of us that have it that just do the free shit and go round and round and round on our own. Punt Bailey off, obviously. So
Yeah. We could just all take one each race.
Yeah.
This is still practice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's chassis. It's the fuels. I can't remember where the fuel is.
Chassis, bottom.
Thank you.
At least the practice time of 3 minutes makes sense for ovals when you first get in.
I just said it's 2 gallons and hope it's enough for 2 laps. Sorry, Hodge.
It'll be more than enough. Well, that was fun.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but my mouse, the way iRacing works with it, like, it flashes different colors depending on what flag's out in the race.
Oh, that's cool.
I've seen it go yellow, I've seen it go blue, green.
Cool. Mine doesn't do that. In a race, I can't use my mouse for some reason. But as soon as I'm off track, like in the pits, it will work. And I don't know what I've done.
Ah, my brother Mr. Cooking, I can hear the fire alarm.
Oh, does it take your combined laps?
I don't think so.
Or like the average?
I don't think. It didn't for me. I don't think. Let me look.
Because I did a 31. Did a 31.7.
That would piss me off if it did, because I didn't know that, and I...
You
No,
still beat me.
it counted. Did you have, like, a 0x contact?
No.
Because it counted my
What the hell
fastest
would I
time.
have contact with?
Maybe you brushed the wall? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, even if you get like a contact 0 with like just brushing the wall, it will validate you that. Which is shit, to be fair.
I didn't touch anything. This is bullshit.
All I know is my first lap was a 33, and my second lap was the 32 too. So it counted mine properly.
Just think of the race. Just think how good the race is going to be.
Well, we're dropping down, Schumann.
Hey, look, Bradley Smith's in this race. Wonder if he's better on 4 wheels than 2.
Well, he's not shit on 2, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I don't think his bike is very good either, in fairness.
Being at the back may be a good thing.
Speaking of bikes, I think I read that Jorge is going to Suzuki next year.
Oh, that sucks. I've been reading about
He's not doing shit on that Ducati.
Zarco going to
KTM.
KTM. That
Yeah.
ugh.
That'll be a shame.
Well, the thing is, from what I heard, I don't know how true it is. Tech 3 is going to be using KTM's next.
They are, yes. They're going to be
If
like.
that's the case, it's going to be better for him to be in the factory team, I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna basically run another set of, I think, factory bikes, more so than what they get from Yamaha. I think the Lorenzo Suzuki thing, it's a kind of they were talking about what other bike would suit him that wasn't a Yamaha, and it was like, well, the Suzuki, because it is very much similar to the Yamaha. It's a inline bike. You don't want to have to wrestle it. You don't have to wrestle it around.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening.
Well, it would definitely be a better move for him anyway.
And it would be interesting to see how good the KTM would be with Zarco on it, because he is normally towards the pointy end.
Yeah, but I just don't think that bike has had enough development.
Nope.
I mean, the one article I read said that, Honda were strongly considering him to partner Marquez.
Well, that's what.
But that he
all the
didn't
rumors
want,
were saying.
like, he didn't want to share the garage. I don't know if because of the pressure of being Marquez's teammate or what.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I think I'm the least Marquez fan on here. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's the cleanest. But I would love to see Zarco on that bike.
Yeah, I would have thought having 2. I mean, Pedrosa's not a slow boy. He just injures himself too much.
Yeah.
Well, like I said last year, there are 1 or 2 rounds that Danny shows up for, and he just fucking dominates them. Otherwise, he's like nowhere.
Well, so far this season, up until not the last race, the race before, when he got knocked off and broke his wrist, he's been more sort of reasonable, as in he's been in the top 4. Whereas sort of the years before, when the bike was far more difficult, he was a bit lackluster and all over the place. I mean, when Crutchlow just, because he's ridden them all, when he describes it like the Honda being the most difficult to ride, I think one of his comments was like, if Pedrosa was on the Yamaha, you wouldn't see where he'd gone, because he'd just disappeared.
Well, that's one thing I worry about with Zarco. If he went to Honda, maybe he wouldn't fit in very well with the bike, because everybody says the Yamaha is kind of the easiest.
They do. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's a Rossi bike, and he's never been one. But he'd obviously tail it to self, so it'd just be completely inline. But that's how the Yamaha always was, even back in the. Well, actually, no. Back in like the 500 days, it was the thing that was the fastest in the straight line, but a bit pants in the corners, I think. Or is that the Honda? I can't remember. Either one. But they're traits that they've just always had, so it's like there's very Yamaha.
Lee, I've always loved you.
Gay.
I think there's a fucking Starbucks car in front of me.
End it.
I'm scared, Hodge.
I'm holding my hand for you. There's 100 laps.
32-second lap, so I mean.
Are there yellows in the series?
Don't know. We forgot to look.
I don't think so,
Well,
since
you'll
it's
probably
technically
find
a
out.
road series.
Might be pausing. Things are getting dicey up there, it looks like.
A little bit. I'm just riding around in Fuel Map 4.
Is that direct down?
What do you mean? I'm gonna bump the weight tracker a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting some major understeer in 2. Be careful in 3 though, with the weight jacker up.
Looks like everyone's just chilling.
Yeah, I think everybody's saving fuel. It's still interesting to drive like this though.
It's a lot of understeer. I've got it up to 5 on the weight jacker.
Me too.
You are in the weight as well.
Yeah, that definitely affects it a good bit.
This is on low ground, so I'm taking it down to 3 on
I'm
the
having to
map.
go into 1 really high. Oh yeah, pro tip I figured out yesterday, don't adjust the weight jacker in the corner.
Really?
Yes.
I can't
It
imagine
settles
why
the
that
car
would
for
have
some
gone
reason,
bad.
I don't know.
Who knew?
Shoot. Ah, nice tear off.
You still got like 92 laps to go. I wouldn't use those yet.
I don't think you run out. I've used a shit ton.
Okay, just like every 2 seconds, just a macro that pushes the button.
Yeah. That would be really off-putting.
That would be something good, just like a joke thing to somehow get installed on someone's PC.
Yeah. Hook up one of those controllers that has like the turbo buttons or whatever.
Oh god. He'd probably just kill the game.
I'm kind of alone back here.
How far behind Schumann?
I can still see him. He's one car ahead of me. It's just I'm in the middle. There's like a group behind me and a group in front of me.
Ah, I see. You getting bored, Schumann?
No. I'm just biding my time. I'm reminded the guy in front of me that I'm still here and I can pretty much pass him whenever I want.
And he's reminding you that he's just in fuel save also.
Mm-hmm. Look at those palm trees.
Right? Vader mode.
That was close.
Yeah, the two in front of me look interested in wrecking. They look very interested in wrecking.
I would say fourth in yourself, Schumann, are being a bit more chilled than the top three.
I would agree with that.
I wish you guys would all start racing a little so I could catch.
Well, the top three are the currently, well, on the stream they're almost 3 wide into turn 1, and it's like, what did you do?
Turn the weight tracker up again.
I'm having to use up more fuel just to stay in touch. I can't get the slipstream.
If you ask nicely, sure, we could drop that.
I don't want him to ruin his race just to try to catch me up.
I don't think the top three will play nice anyway.
I'm hoping for that big group just to take everybody out.
Except me. Dick.
I mean, whatever happens, what happens.
You just got to use your fast hands to not be involved.
His shoe hand.
Shoe hands.
Shoe hand Luke. Glad you knew that reference.
I had to really get out of it out too.
That's what caused me to drop back here. Just don't get out of the slipstream. How much fuel do you have?
1.2 something now.
10 gallons.
Yeah, you got more than me. 9.4 now.
Fifth of the way through.
Imagine a full field of this.
That'd be crazy.
Can't even see you guys anymore. I need a yellow. Schumann, take it for the team.
It's a hard no.
Did you ever join my team?
I did.
Guessing that's a no.
I said yes.
No. Yay, low expectation. Oh, I see a car. Something must have happened. You guys haven't lapped anybody, have you?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
But I've lost
Human's
the
slightly
front
off the
group.
back of. Yeah. I missed it. Do you have a little slide or something?
A little, but the front end just started to go away from me.
Did they stop racing?
Not
Oh,
really.
a little.
Yeah, they're not like the front two or three are not sort of climbing over each other as they were, but although by the looks of it I would say they've probably upped their fuel. I mean, it's not like you just literally, because on that lap you were like a second slower and they're just pulling away by about a second a lap. Which makes sense if they were all in tow, but the guy in front
Lee, are you at full blast?
No. I think I'm at 3. It's definitely going to help once we get this race in, so we can kind of see what the fuel mileage is going to be.
I've gone back up to 2.
It looks like it's going to be like a 3-stopper anyway, like 2-stopper, sorry.
How much fuel do you have?
3.2.
I have 4. Two of them are in.
How am I on 4th?
Like I said, 2 just came in.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, I think they were running higher fuel.
I got 5 laps left.
Yeah, if you get to like 66 remaining, that means you can do it on, obviously, one more stop. I guess with only the 10 people in it, it gives you more of a race run than obviously packed field. I'm surprised there isn't more than 10.
Yeah, it might just be because it's a road or oval on a road schedule.
Yeah, because it obviously will affect your road iRacing, but it's a case of when they're that low.
Leader spawning in the
You're
pits.
almost stupid to not do it if you're doing the series.
Yeah. Well, but then you have the road course racers who might not have bought the track.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I had to get it. I just had a fucking hell of a slide all the way through 3 and 4.
I'm gonna guess that the guy who... Oh no, it isn't. I was expecting the guy that was still out in front of you to be the guy that was running 4th most of the time. But it seems to be someone else. Mr. Smith.
Even if I did have more fuel, I wouldn't want to go further than this because the tires are done.
Right, so it looks like you can do just over 2 laps per gallon. Let's say 2.3 laps per gallon. How many gallons can you put in this?
18 point something.
Do you want me to do some math for you?
No, I like that. You know, people do it.
Obviously you just shove as much fuel in it at the moment as possible. But it'll be a shorter stop the longer you go, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing you're coming in this lap, Shimon.
Yep, didn't spin or anything.
He doesn't want to give that up.
Yeah, he's in the pit.
I'm pressing the button. I don't know why you can't hear me.
Clear outside. Oh, fresh tire.
So at this rate you're probably going to need maybe like 11 or 12 gallons to stop. That's definitely assuming because you went on to what, lap 62, you're saying you stopped at 62 to go, so you did 38.
I'm probably going to do less this time, though, because I have no one to draft with.
This is true. We shall see. You gained position, eh?
Yeah, that one guy spun on the pit entry.
Ah.
These two guys, I think, at the back are just running on completely lean.
Are they still going?
I think so. If not, they got me in the pit stop, which I don't understand how, because I had a big lead on them.
Unless they underfueled as well. But that doesn't make sense. You just go as far as long as possible.
Yeah. What are you doing? Shimon, you can save a lot of fuel if you lift and coast. What are you laughing at?
It's true.
Pro strat.
It is. Are you in fourth?
Sixth.
I'm third now. I don't know what happened to one car.
When did you leave?
Ages ago.
Schumann's streaming.
I can see that.
Fine.
He's going circles.
Circles. Is that just as usual driving or ovals?
Ovals.
He found what he's good at.
I'm just amazed at the low turnout. But I guess it is slightly late. But
I mean, this would be prime time. That's why I'm
it's
here.
true.
Unless they're all waiting for a little bit later.
He's gotta be running full, Rich. He just blew by me like I was standing still.
Halfway, Schumann. Still curious if there's safety cars.
I feel like if there were, it would have come out when that guy spun entering the pits.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I think the red card. No, he's still back there. How have they not pitted? They had to have already.
They must have done.
I don't see how they jumped me so much.
Bailey, have you not been tempted by the GT3 return to Le Mans? That be now.
No. I understand it's Ferrari, basically.
Oh.
I think is the.
I thought it'd be McLaren, because they're normally fair. But
I think some of it is to do with the gearing.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's a bit shitty.
I'm gonna bring my Ford GT. Fuck it. It's the only GT3 car I have. Oh, they fighting up there. Is Schumann in that battle?
B4? I'm B3, I think. Or is it
No, that was
Fontana? Sorry,
P8.
that's P8.
P8.
Who would not get out of the way?
Oh.
And
Easy. Run that nice tight line.
God, I'm already getting the wake from these fucking... Understeer is real, Bailey.
Oh, how's that set up? Yeah.
Well, that's what Schumann and I are both running, so...
Okay.
Does its job. I'm sure there's better ones out there. Trying to hire Mills.
at least you get to save some fuel again, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not going down there.
Ooh,
Hmm?
that was scary.
Oh, pitting.
Mm-hmm. How many laps you got left, Junior?
33.
On the tank.
Ten.
Yeah, so you basically need about 12. You need about 2/3 for a tank.
Is that running at this pace or running full bore?
I just now turned it up
But
to
he's
full
now
bore.
running full bore on you at 1.
Once that guy pitted, I went up to full bore. How long would you like to keep doing this?
Yeah, they must have just been running full fuel for the whole of that second sim.
It says 4 miles to the gallon. It's a 2 mile track. So that's 2 laps a gallon.
I just got the message saying 5 laps left of fuel.
I also have 5 of fuel.
So you need to do 25 laps. So just over 2/3.
Yeah, call it 25.
Team low expectations in first and second. Until they pit. Got so much understeer, but I've scared myself with the weight jacker a couple of times in this race, and I don't want to fuck up, so I don't want to crank it up. The setup isn't the greatest in traffic, I have to say.
I'm pitting in 2 laps.
Yeah, if you take something like 13, you should be good to go. Between 13 and 14, it depends how safe you want to be.
Is he fiddling with the fuel down the straightaway?
Cool.
Shoot.
Not that I've noticed. Why?
Did you back off more fuel, Sheen?
No.
If it's the third in from the right, no, he's on one.
Alright, I'm pitting. Please don't hit me.
I'm also pitting, don't worry.
Oh, you the guy directly behind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Could have passed you, but then I was like, I don't want to be a dick.
Spin him out into the pit.
Hey, my only goal was to actually,
get
you
the
know,
pit over
get
with and get back
into
home.
the pits without dying.
That's definitely the most treacherous thing in this.
But getting into the pit lane, it does.
Yeah, in and out.
It's sketchy anyway, but in this series, it probably is worse.
Thanks, Schumann.
What?
Oh my god.
You drove straight through my pit box as I was coming in, so...
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I was just a little parallel park. To my pit box, that is.
Why am I back in 6th?
Yeah, I'm in 7th. Apparently these guys are better at the strats than we are, unless they have to pit again.
Yeah, I don't know, because technically they could have been out for 11 laps.
Might as well just save fuel back here. Just gonna slow myself down racing this guy.
You're the guy's the leader, right?
Yeah. I can't help it if he's not going quick enough. Is that second place behind me?
Pretty sure.
Alright, I'm gonna leave. It'd be nice if it like gave you blue flags or something.
Yeah, I thought there'd be like blue lights on your dash.
Blue flags.
Those are just
This is
my
over racing, bitch.
Yeah, I know, but like the
Yeah, I
there's,
got
like the triangular three grouped together ones don't need to be.
That's third place.
God, he wants to get close, doesn't he? What is he doing? So those two guys that saved fuel forever actually finished ahead of us.
Hooray!
But you made it.
That was fun.
I guess there's the possibility of just
Thanks for everyone that watched.
coming in as soon as you know